What is going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. So, I wanted to float an idea past you guys. I moved Gypsy Danger in here. I have an idea on how we can fit this while still putting Kratos and some additional video game statues in here. And Gypsy Danger looks perfectly fine over here. Previously, I had him on that glass shelf over there, and I was trying out Alita bust over there because ultimately what I need to do, I'd like Alita here, but we eventually need to move Rotunda T-Rex, and I really don't want to sell it because I really freaking love that statue. Like, it's so freaking good. And I want to put it right here. It'll fit perfectly, like, all by itself. I'll basically put it there and then put the Jurassic Park logo. Maybe I move that Jurassic Park thing above it or display it in here somewhere. Nevertheless, that's the idea, is to put T-Rex here. Here, I wanted to put Gypsy Danger with the bust. Now, here's the thing with the bust. So, the one with the arms, like, clamping forward is the original bust. Very low ES, very difficult to find for any type of reasonable price. It's over $6,000 plus. The new bust is $5,800. It's not shipping for over a year, but the new bust is insanely wide. Like, it wouldn't fit in this spot. Like, it legit, by itself, will take up an entire garage shelf and be sticking out like 8 inches. So, like, let's say hypothetically I did put it there, Gypsy Danger would have to go right there, and the arm would be sticking into the shelf 9 inches. It's super deep, super wide. Yes, it's incredibly cool, but it's $5,800, and we have an alternative, which is the other OG bust without the arms. Now, it is not nearly as cool. Don't get me wrong. We're going from a piece that's like 7 out of 10 to 10 out of 10. Significantly better. But it's also really cool. It pairs really good with this. It's easy to display, and it's literally half the cost. Like, less than half the cost, no joke. So there is a promo right now with Hexapus where he is selling the OG bus, which is an ES of 20, for $2,600. Now, coincidentally, my waitlist with Prime 1 converted, and the original cost direct from Prime 1 is $4,200. Which, personally, I think that's way too much. Like, that's almost expensive as my Queen Studios Optimus bus, which I paid $4,500 for. And that is definitely much bigger and much better overall, in my opinion. I still love the Gypsy Danger bus. I think it's really well done. It obviously fits in my, like, kaiju theme. And it goes great with this bust. And in general, when you see the without arms bust with this, I think they do pair very well together. So I am highly considering, as in I've already bought the Gypsy Danger bust. Now, here's the reasons why. One, it's literally $3,200 cheaper than the arms one. $3,200 for some arms that I also will be such a pain in the butt to display. I think it's worth it. Secondly, it also matches my other busts in the display, notably Kong and Godzilla. Neither of those have arms, so Gypsy Danger matches better. So it will fit there perfectly. Like, it's not going to go into any other displays or anything. I still have a little bit of wiggle room right there. I was going to put Gypsy Danger just right there in the corner, maybe slightly diagonally forward towards me, and have Gypsy Danger here, T-Rex here. So I feel like T-Rex also fits this theme very nicely. Then right here is where you do video game statues. So I was probably going to do, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I could do, maybe I'll do Kratos over here. So Kratos bust, Kratos quarter scale, and then likely I could do Halo, Gears, Uncharted, and Tomb Raider. I could do those, or I could just do like Witcher or some other statues. But that's kind of the general idea. And then this is what I was kind of thinking with Alita. So here's the thing with Alita. So she has that freaking sword, which is insanely deep and makes her very wide. It's very difficult to display. But I can completely open this door, like so, and it does not hit anything. Of course, Loki instantly comes in. He loves to come in here. He is a statue collector, folks. He just lays on the ground, meows, and gets in my lap. So here's the thing with Alita. We can keep it like this, which does definitely make it way tighter on the freaking entrance, like insanely tight, which is annoying. Or we can remove the arm, wall mount the sword if we want to, push it completely Oh my goodness, cat trying to lay behind me. Yeah, so here's Loki, everyone. He is full grown, the cutest cat in the world. So yeah, kind of Alita. Obviously, her statue can go underneath easily. That's what I did before. And there's JD. She is an adorable cat as well. I love my cats. They're so cute. Oh, Loke. Loke. Look at this little cat. Although he gets too curious. Loki, say hi. Look at that face. He's a little Black Panther, him. But look at him. He always gets so close to statues. I gotta watch him like a hawk. Right, Loke? But usually he'll just get on my lap. Like, I let him downstairs on my lap. Like, I was doing a demo earlier, and Loki was on my lap the entire time just purring. Unbelievably adorable. Loki, don't play with the leaves. So, yeah, anyways, with Alita, we can either keep it like this, and I just have to be careful entering the room. Obviously, to the side each time I enter the room, which, I mean, isn't that big of a deal. I can, if I bring a statue in this room, like when I get the bust, I will just pick her up and move her, push the shelf back, but then return her to this position, which gets her extremely close to the wall, like a centimeter away. It does get better lighting here versus if I push it back, she's kind of like not in the lighting as good. So I'm trying to decide how much I like that. Obviously, I have good angles of her. And if anyone enters the room, I just have to tell them, hey, be careful entering. Granted, like, it is so rare someone enters here. Maybe my wife might open the door and say hi to me. But actual people coming in, it's very, very, very few. Like, very rarely, folks. But Avatar is going to be here, full Avatar theme. So I just think an Avatar theme, Alita theme. All this is Monsterverse and dinosaurs, and then you got random video games. But I got to do what I got to do. I need to put those video games in here because I need space. My gosh, Loki is so cute. So, I mean, it had to be other video game statues as well if I wanted to consider. But yeah, more or less, this is kind of the plan. I still got to get rid of that TV. Goodness, I need to like sell that or something. Anyways, folks, we are getting Gypsy Danger Bust. We're just doing the simple one for two reasons mostly. It's literally $3,200 cheaper, and it's just going to fit the display better, I feel. It's going to be super easy to display. It's not going to clutter. Even the one with the arms, like in forward, like I saw Mike, Collectors Enabled, was able to fit it in a garage shelf, but he also had to have the arms going into another shelf. It was extremely tight. It's also tons more boxes, and box space is always an issue. So I just feel like the non-armed is just going to be significantly easier to display. So that's the route we're going to take. Now, granted, in the future, if I do want the armed version, let's say I'm in the next house and I have tons of space, I could just sell the old one. Even I could, I'm sure I could sell it for what I paid now, $2,600, considering it's $4,200 retail, and then buy the armed version in the future. For now, though, we're going to get it, and then we may consider the armed one in the next house. But for this house, if we remain here, I'll keep the non-armed. And the next house is where I consider the armed version. So, yeah, that's kind of the plan for right now, folks. I mean, I'm still slightly undecided on what to do here. I do need to create video game statue space. So we have to figure out kind of how we're going to do this. Honestly, I wouldn't mind putting Zelda in here. Ultimately, I would prefer to just have movie statues and have everything fit theme-wise. But, yeah, we'll have to kind of figure it out. I would prefer movie statues, but we got to do video game. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Got to get Loki. Loki! Hoi! Shh. He gets too close to statues. He's too curious. See you guys in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.